Today we are working on Excel Lesson 8, the third lesson, modifying and deleting hyperlinks. So the first thing it says to do is select cell B3 on the Insert tab in the Links group. So click Insert. Your Links group is right here. Click Link. Click in the Address field, which is right here, and type. I'm going to copy mine. You can type it or you can copy it. Make sure you don't get the period at the end of .com. You don't need a period right there. Click in the text to display and change the contents to Lano Adventures. And then click OK. See that it put that there. Mark that as answered. Go to the next one. Click cell B5 on the Insert tab. Click Link. Navigate to the Resources folder in the Look-In list. So right here, you're going to click here and we're going to go to the Resource and select the Income Statement Create Range Workbook. Click in the Text to Display and change the contents to Income Statement. And then click OK. You can see that we now have a link for Income Statement. Right click in cell B7, so right click and then click Link. Doing you a shortcut here. When in doubt, right click. Navigate to the Resource Files folders and we're going to select Balance Sheet and click OK. You can see that it put that link that way. Go to the next one. Position the mouse cursor over the hyperlink in cell B5. The cursor changes to a white pointing hand. You see how it changes to that hand? Notice a screen tip will appear with the URL for the Income Statement Create Range Workbook. You see that it says all of that. Click the Income Statement hyperlink. The Income Statement Create Range Workbook is now open on top of the Financial Links Workbook, so you see it changed that. Close the Income Statement Create Range Workbook, so let's close that one. The color of the hyperlink is changed to indicate that it's been used. You can see that it's now a different color than the other two. Right click the Income Statement hyperlink in B5 and click Edit Hyperlink. In the Edit Hyperlink dialog box, select the Quarterly Income Statement Workbook in the Resources files. So let's go back to our Resources and Quarterly Income Statement, change it to that. Click OK and that updates that hyperlink. You can change the hyperlink text directly on the worksheet without having to launch the Edit Hyperlink dialog box. Click in cell A7, then press the right arrow key. So I just press the right arrow key on my keyboard to make that cell active without activating the hyperlink. Hint, you can select any nearby cell and use the cursor keys on the keyboard to select the cell. Press the F2 key. To switch to the edit mode. Hang on, let me go back to mine. Alright, and change the link text to balance sheet workbook. Balance sheet workbook and press enter. Other ways of selecting a cell without activating it are hold down the control key while clicking on a cell, or click and hold down the left mouse button on the cell for a few seconds until the mouse pointer changes from a hand to a white cross. So you see that it's a hand, and I held down the mouse key and it changed to a white cross. So different ways to do different things. Go to the next one. Right click the balance sheet hyperlink in cell B7 and click Edit Hyperlink. In the Edit Hyperlink dialog box, click Screen Tip right up here. In the Set Hyperlink Screen Tip dialog box, type "This is the link," and I'm going to copy this sentence. Control C, Control V. I had a space after the K. I backspaced over. You don't want that space there. It may mark it wrong. I don't know. Then click OK. In the Edit Hyperlink dialog box, click OK. Position the cursor over the hyperlink in B7 to view the tip. And you can see that it says this is the link to the balance sheet workbook. There's your screen tip. Click the hyperlink in cell B7. And you see that it opened on to that balance sheet. You see it says balance sheet right there. Close that workbook. Mark is answered. Go to the next one. Right click the hyperlink in B7 and click Remove Hyperlink. The hyperlink in B7 is now changed to plain text. You can see that there's no hyperlink to it. It's just plain old text. Mark is answered. Submit. Submit results. 8 green check marks. So this completes modifying, deleting hyperlinks.